She is a long life friend, family. We just call her a part of our family. She's just, right? Exactly. She's a good friend, but yeah, she's such a good friend that she's just kind of a part of the family. So anyway, I wanted to show you her haircut. Super fun and easy. Cassy, how many, like 3 months ago?
It was January 22nd.
Well, January.
She
had, she can remember the date. She had the same hair for a long time, right? And so we went shorter, and now I want to show you this short cut that we've done on her. This one's the one that she has come to love, and everybody else on her, huh? They're like, yes, shorter is good. So anyway, we like to come and bring this bottom straight across. So you can see that I'm just taking this up. Yeah, it's been a lot easier, hasn't it, Cass?
Has it ever?
Yeah. It has. Okay, so then I'm just going to clean this up right here on the edges. The little trimmers. Okay. And then the top, she just likes it short also. We just kind of, we just round brush it at the end, and I'll show you how we style it. But it looks really pretty with her face. I was telling Cassy, you've been hiding behind that hair. This is good. Get that gorgeous face out here. Yes, you don't need to be hiding that. So, but it's been really fun.
It's a lot better.
It is. It is
better.
So this is just over an inch, and this is about just past the crown. And then I tighten it up through this back, and when I hold this, like my fingers, you can feel it against her head, just so you know how tight it is. And we like it tight back there. I'm like, Cassie's had more haircuts in the last, 4 months? Than you have maybe your whole life.
Pretty much, yes.
Right? But I love it. Her color's gorgeous. Like when we dry it, you'll be able to see the color. It's just, it's so pretty. Super pretty.
You know, I think you cut off everything that you colored in January.
Right,
sure.
really, because exactly. Yeah, we had colored it too, you know, back in January. But now we have, you know, pretty much all of that color off. It's just such a gorgeous color, and it fits the cut. And you'll be able to see that, like I say, when we're done, but I do like it a lot.
And now that it's summer, I'm a little more outside, so.
Right, that's true.
Bleached.
Yeah, that's true. True.
It can actually bleach the short hair.
Yeah, that's so true, huh? Definitely different. So I'm just taking you guys from, you know, that guide point, which is the hair that I just cut, and I'm just following that. And of course, I love to point cut. Look, she puts her head down a little for me. She knows the routine. That's so cute. I love it. Okay, so you can see how that's getting tight there. And then this top up here, same thing. I know it's kind of funny, huh, Cassy? So like what, you know, if somebody's seen Cassy walk in, they'd be like, well, your hair's short, you're good. Like you don't need a haircut. But honestly, it's amazing how much you can cut off. And so instead of taking you probably like 5 minutes to do your hair or 6, it takes 3 or 4. Which makes a difference, right? Those minutes makes a difference.
And I don't have to wash it every day, which is so nice.
Right, that is. You can just kind of put it into place the next day. And
that's what I wanted, was like when we go camping and stuff and everything, so it's just going to be easy to do.
That's true, exactly. In fact, that's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up. It's super easy for camping, and they're always out in the mountains, and well, like us,
Exactly.
right? We like the same things. It's so fun. Super fun. Okay, now I'm holding this out from her ear. straight out. And then I'm just going, you can see those little hairs underneath there. And I'm just matching that up to those shorter hairs. Okay, now behind the ear, I'm gonna just hold this out. You can see I've just grabbed it here. And then I'm gonna point cut into that, take that length. Okay, I love to take this hair off by the ear, right, Cassie? Mm-hmm. That's nice when that's gone. Okay, perfect. Now we're gonna come on this side and do the same thing. Just go from that guide point. And of course, you know, from about this angle, we're going to, or from this height, I guess I should say, we're coming close to her head. Just like I said on that other side, just to keep that tight. And then pull out from the top. And I always like to just comb that hair out of the way. Because with short, it is a little different to, you know, clip it up or whatever to get it out of your way. So I just like to comb it. Now if it, you know, starts falling back in your way, you can wet it down more and that will help it. See, well, there goes my, grab another comb. So you can see where that short piece is. Just connect that. Just connect that. I'm like, that kind of sounded like I said disconnect that. No, we're not doing that. Okay, and then of course her ear. Okay, awesome. So now that's tight. Now her bang here, I'm just gonna come straight across. Now this bang, I'll show you when I get to the front. You can see this short piece, so I'm just kind of coming into that. Coming straight across. This front piece is the longest part of her bang. Mm-hmm. So if you want it long, you keep, you know, that hair up to that. If you want it a little shorter, you can do that as soon as we're done with this part. I'll show you in just a second. Okay, now the side of her ear. Gonna bring, you can see where I've cut back here. I'm just connecting that. Just connecting that. I'm wondering what that sounds like because I keep catching myself like I'm saying it disconnects. So yeah, it is scary to go from long to short, right, Cassie?
But it's awesome.
But yeah, but it's awesome, for sure. Totally agree. Okay, now we like it a little over her ear. Mm-hmm. And so I'm coming from this shorter piece. So I'm gonna connect this to that piece. So you take a little bit of length off. See, but you can see it's still over her ear a little bit. Okay, then I'm gonna just open and shut my shears. just to piece this out a little bit so it can be wispy. And then of course, this is obviously too long. I'm gonna hold this out and just kind of point cut into that. And then if we need to go shorter in a little bit, after we dry it, we sure can. Okay, so this side, same thing. We're gonna hold this out and connect from this top layer where I had cut. Down. It's gonna feel better. That was long over your ears, wasn't it, Cassie?
Way long. Way, way long.
See that short piece? I'm just taking that corner off. Okay, now remember this short piece here, I'm gonna come down to that area and then and take little pieces out, open and close my shears to piece that out. Then hold this. Didn't need quite as much on that side as we did the last.
My hair does grow different.
Isn't that
one side
funny?
is longer, one side grows faster than the other.
Right. You know what? Mom and I's, same thing. My right side, in fact, that's awesome that you say that because and you that are listening out there, I mean, you guys have probably, and of course I'm just checking, probably have a side also that does that. My mom and I's right side is thinner and our left is thicker and it grows faster. It's just the craziest thing. And it's fun. There are some clients that come back and I know like to double check. I don't just do it even on each side because I know one side does grow longer. Yeah, it's so funny. Okay, and then she just likes a really soft bang. So I just come through and just barely kind of take the edge off of that. Sorry, let me get this hair off of it. There we go. Now, of course, we love texture because that's going to help it stand up. So I go in about 1/2 of an inch in and just open and shut the texturizing shears. And I just kind of do that as I'm going out on the strand. Does that make sense? So it's making shorter hairs and those longer hairs. So the longer hairs just sit on the short hairs. So it'll make it fuller. All right. Okay. Root lifter. Gotta love the root lifter. That keeps it up. And then the mousse. Shake it good. Just 1 squirt. That's all we need. Put it through. Okay, now. The back, just dry down. Easy peasy. And then of course, you know, I go back and forth on these sides. She does like to go this way. She likes more of a part. But with that root lifter, I like to go back and forth a little bit on the top to give her a little bit more, you know, movement and lift. And then the round brush, it's about, what, 1 inch, I would say. And you can see it's pretty much dry. But I do bring the round brush in a tiny bit. She likes it just, you know, rounded a tiny bit. So I'll turn her so you guys can see. And then then her bangs, she just, you know, lights down. At first when I did it, I kept forgetting she kind of like apart, like with this side to go over, and I love it. She'd be like, let's get that over there, RaDona. I'm like, thank you, Cass. Thanks for reminding me. See, that's the good thing about, like, you know, having the client over and over is you can get to see exactly the way they like it. Okay, now we will just backcomb it a tiny bit, right, Cass? You don't like a ton, but just a little bit. Look, I got your part right.
So good.
Thank you, thank you. She's proud of me today. I remember she liked to go to the left.
I can't believe how much you cut off.
I know, right?
So
You guys,
fast.
it was like clear to her back, like, oh, it was like down your back.
2/3 of the way down my back.
Yeah, exactly. So true. Okay, so she just likes it rounded like that, and then we just spray. So I'm gonna turn her around so you can see. It's so cute, and you can see just that soft bang in there, just really piecey and really soft. So anyway, okay, and then I just like to make sure your sides are good and even. I'm gonna look this way one more time. Yeah, you look so good, Cass. Anyway, so thank you for letting us do this. You guys have a great day. Thank you for all of your support and watching. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And go ahead and jump on my email list. Let me know if you have any questions about hairstyles or products. I would love to get with you. So have a good day. See ya.